So you guys have got some amazing stories out there and we'd like to listen to them and share them with the rest of the world. So this month my story is about...
It's about Jamboree on the Trail.
Oh,
and
wow.
It's by David Wiebe from Canada.
And here we are.
Hi there, welcome to beautiful Blue Springs Scout Reserve in the heart of Ontario. My name is David Wiebe. I guess I'm the guy who started Jamboree on the Trail quite by accident. I've been involved in scouting since I was a cub, on and off. So I went through Cubs, I went through Scouts and earned the Chief Scout Award. I went through Ventures and earned the Queen's Venture Award. Scouting's sort of a family tradition for us and I'm still involved. And then I do Jamboree on the Trail on the side. So 20 years ago, back before Facebook, I was on an email listserv. I worked for a university, and after taking my troop on a hike, I suggested to the group that we should do a hike. Everyone across the country should do a hike at the same time. The Trans-Canada Trail was just starting in Canada, and so my suggestion was we all hike along the Trans-Canada Trail, and we get a badge, and everybody would participate across the country, and we sort of named it Jamboree on the Trail. In February of that year, I fell and broke my leg in 3 places. And I was a little down on myself. I thought things weren't going my way until all of the registrations started coming in. So if I'd been full-time at work, I never would have been able to handle all the registrations and badge distributions that came in. Because the first one actually happened in April. It didn't happen the second Saturday in May. Our first one was in April. It's actually around our anniversary. My wife is still mad at me about that. And it was still too cold in a lot of places. But all of the registrations coming in really made me feel good. There was a group of scouts in St. Catharines who were confined to wheelchairs who got to participate in a jamboree for the first time ever. The first one went really well, but we adjusted the date for the second one to the second week in May, just to hope for better weather. And then people from the US and from the UK and Poland and Australia and New Zealand wanted to participate and migrated into a world event. Most greatly with the help of Kevin from the UK. Les has taken over from him now, but Kevin was the one who got things moving in the UK, and Joe Koch got things moving in the States, and we had people from South America. You know, I've had some great people who volunteered, but I just suggested this as an offhand remark, and I was trying to get buy-in from people in Scouts Canada, and I got more buy-in from people from around the world, and so we decided to run it ourselves. The internet was just a fledgling thing 20 years ago. The internet was basically invented in '93, and we were talking '97 and '98. Not everybody had the internet, and yet scouting people seem to embrace it because word of mouth and a little bit of advertising, and we got all kinds of participation. And I have been invited to more places in Europe and the UK to visit groups than I could count, and I wish that I could come and see them all, but nothing thrills me more now to see the Instagrams and the Facebooks and the Twitter stuff that comes in, and I get to see some of the fun stuff that these groups around the world are participating in, and I don't think I had a hand in it, but I like to think I had a finger in it. Mark Merriweather, our crest designer, and I have a plan for the next 5 years, so we plan to keep going, and hopefully you'll all get to participate, and you'll all get to collect the next 5 years' badges, and thank you for participating.